Alright boys, welcome back to JJDL Playoffs, Round 1 versus Leo. We're here, I do want to be transparent, we accidentally, if you missed the team builder, check it out in the top right hand corner, we actually locked our FROSLASS into Snowcloak, which literally does not matter for the matchup, it actually hinders us. Already told Leo, already ran it by him, he said he's cool to still play and not, play another day because I accidentally locked Snowcloak, so shout out to Leo for that. I mean, I guess it helps him, we just don't have an ability, but he is Terra Fairy on his Lycanroc Dusk. Again, check him and all of the other JJDL coaches out down below. He'll also be in the top right-hand corner. He actually brings the 6 I expect, except Fairy over Fighting on the Lycanroc Dusk. So that's fantastic. We are going to lead Iron Hands into this 6. Like, Iron Hands just does not have a poor matchup into these 6. All right, we'll see what Leo brings here. I love his card, man. I think he switched that since last time. So, we'll see what he leads. He's going to lead the Roaring Moon, potentially. We'll see if it's Booster or not. If not Booster, I'm going to anticipate that to be Hisuian Zoroark. It's not Booster. So I am going to anticipate this to be the Hisuian Zoroark, regardless of which mon this is, whether it be Hisuian Zoroark or not. We get a ton of information here. I don't think he'd want to just stay in Raw with this Pokemon. If he does about 75% to us with Earthquake, and I'm fine with that. We do 50 with an Earthquake of our own. I think Earthquake is our best play overall, so this is what we're going to go for. We find out if the Hisuian Zoroark is Specs or not, if this is the Hisuian Zoroark. I do anticipate this very heavily to be the Hisuian Zoroark, and maybe Thunder Punch was the right play then, if that was the situation, but I really like getting damage on this if this is the Roaring Moon. So he's going to Shadow Ball here. If he Specs, he has a 35% chance to 2-hit KO. He's guaranteed Specs. We Earthquake here. We're going to do a ton of damage here. Find a lot of information about this Pokemon. We do so much, and obviously it is going to be the Hisuian Zoroark. So much information was found out that turn. Is he modest based off that, actually? Let me see here. 234. No, he just got pretty close to a max roll. He's still going to be Choice Specs. He's going to be at about 20%. 15%, we'll say. He's going to have Shadow Ball. He's going to have used one of them. It's a pretty telegraph switch into our Ursaluna Blood Moon. But I feel like it's a switch I have to make, unfortunately. So that's what we're going to do. He is going to stay in here. We are going to waste our booster. That's fine by me. So he's going to be max special attack. He could be, I guess, like modest spell attack, but he's going to be choice specs. So this is one of those situations that I told you guys about earlier. This puts us in such a great spot. We are free to smack down here on the incoming Corviknight, and then we're going to do a ton of damage to whatever wants to come in. We smack down, and we are just going to raw Earth Power this first time. Because it's going to do, if he stays in, if he thinks he's faster, we're going to do so much damage to this Pokemon. We're going to go ahead and smack this guy down. We find out if he is leftovers or not. Going to do nothing, and that might mean that he is Fizz Def right there. Not leftovers, great to know. Let me see if we can tell based on that if he is, in fact, going to be Fizz Def. It looks like he probably is Fizz Def, which would make a lot of sense for the Iron Boulder. So what we're going to do now, he just doesn't have an Earth Power switch in, so that's what we're going to go for. We're just going to go for the Earth Power, do a ton of damage. This actually KOs this Pokemon more times than not if he is Fizz Def here and no Spud Def, which is what it's looking like after that Smackdown damage, but again, it's hard to tell. It's a difference of like 2%, so yeah, he doesn't really have a great pivot here. He could go into Roaring Moon, which would be probably his best switch, and he could also sack Zoroark Hisui. He's going to go into Roaring Moon. This could still be the Zoroark. It is going to be the Zoroark, so he's going to sack his Zoroark off here. So that Zoroark is going to be pretty much, I don't want to say useless. It got a big chunk on our Iron Hands, but it is going to go down here to the Ursaluna Blood Moon. And now we're going to get to see what his immediate response to this Pokemon is. We're also now AV on this Pokemon, which is completely useless, unfortunately. Maybe I should have went hard into this instead of letting Iron Hands get chipped. Obviously, hindsight, right? But I don't know, because we got a big chip on that. We lured in the Corviknight. He might go into Azu now. Okay. So Azu's a little bit tough, for sure. But Ursaluna is not important anymore, by any stretch of the imagination. He could just be just a very fast Azu. Last time he was 228 speed, and that would outspeed the Ursaluna Blood Moon that we are right now. And he would actually OHKO us with a Liquidation. However, if he does that, we can go into Raging Bolt. And obviously, I think either way, Ursaluna is not very important here. And I can't go Skarmory because Liquidation would be a 2-hit KO. And Skarmory's HP is just way too important. I think my best play right now is to just go for the Blood Moon and do a ton of damage to this Pokemon. We find out if he's faster, we find out if he's banded or not. He's going to go for liquidation. This probably KOs me if he's banded. He is going to be banded. Okay. But we find that out, which is great. Unfortunately, you were just the least valuable member there, Ursaluna. So we are going to go into our Raging Bolt here. But we find out that he's choice banded right off the bat. And let me just see what I think the best play would be, actually. So, because we could also go Skarmory, potentially. He is faster than our Ursaluna Blood Moon. So that means he's faster than our Skarmory. Faster than Urspm. I mean, our only play realistically is Raging Bolt, so that is what I'm going to go for here. And I do think I am going to make a double into Skarmory, try to get those rocks up on the Clodsire immediately. I think I'm going to make this aggressive double right off the bat here. Yeah, I'm going to make this aggressive double right off the bat. We should see Clodsire coming, in my opinion. We're going to double out. He should stay in then, right? We're not very fast. No, we hit 200. No, we outspeed max adamant. No. He should switch out as well. Yeah, he should go Clodsire here. Good double by us. I think we're playing alright so far. Yeah, he goes Clod. We probably trade rocks here, but I'm fine with that, to be honest with you. I really enjoy getting my rocks up. Punishes the Corviknight, punishes pretty much anything that wants to come in. So Banded Azu, a little bit difficult for us to deal with. And we have to be really wary about how we use our Skarmory because of that. Like I said, we probably just trade rocks here. We do just trade rocks. I don't think this Pokemon should get anything to do real damage to me. And Brave Bird does a ton of damage to this Pokemon. We're just going to go for a Brave Bird. Try to find out if this thing is Fizz Depth or Spud Depth. Fizz Depth, this takes up about 35%. He's actually going to switch out. Not sure what he wants to switch into this. The Corviknight. Okay. Okay. So we see if this is Rocky Helmet or not. He's going to take another 12, so he's going to be at, what, 83-ish? And then he's going to take... He is Rocky Helmet. He's going to take Brave Bird, so he's going to take a little bit there as well. So he's going to be Rocky Helmet. How do I want to navigate this? I could go Hands. How do I want to navigate this? I could Body Press. We see if he's faster than us, and if he's faster than us on a Roost, we do so much damage to him. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go for a Body Press here. We're faster. We put him at around 50. And he's going to go for Roost. Okay, so we got to keep track of this Roost PP. Very, very important. And we're going to go for a Roost of our own. I'm not very confident that this thing can do very much to us. We Roost here. He could Body Press here. No, he's going to U-turn. So he's going to take another 12. Or 16, sorry. He's going to be 84. And now we get to see what his response is to this Pokemon. Skarmory does a ton of damage to pretty much everything. If he goes into Azu, we're just going to Roost and see what he locks himself into. If he goes Roaring Moon, we can Body Press. If he goes Cloud, we can Brave Bird. If he goes Lycanroc, we can Brave Bird. What is this? Azu? It's fine. So he takes 12. He's going to be at 88. And we know he's banded, so we can Roost on this. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, we're faster, aren't we? No, we're not. We know for a fact he's faster. Okay. I thought I slipped up there, but I think we're okay. I thought I slipped up there, but I think we're okay. He's going to knock off here. Okay. He's going to take more Rocky, so he's going to be at, what, 72 now. We're going to Roost again. And we could catch him on a double now, potentially, or we can get something else knocked off of something. I think Hands is a pretty zero downside. Let me see how much Hands, if we're no item, takes from an Azumarill knockoff. Like 8%. Yeah, I think Hands is the best play. It also catches a Corviknight. Awesome. Okay, I think we're playing very well so far. I think we're playing very, very well so far. What is the path to victory here, though? He's going to take another 12 as well. We got to write that down. I mean, Iron Boulder is looking like the path to victory at this point. We're keeping this Pokemon low. He's at 72. I mean, I think we just Drain Punch. I think we just Drain Punch because pretty much whatever comes in is going to take a ton of damage. We can Earthquake the Clodsire the following turn. If that's the case. And we do so much damage. So he's going to switch out here. I like Drain Punch for a little bit of recovery. He goes into Clodsire here. He's going to take 6%, and we're going to find out if he's Black Sludge or not. I imagine he is. We're going to Drain Punch. So much damage to that Clodsire. That means he is... Let me see how much we did. He might be Fizz Dap. That's tough to tell, to be honest. And he is Black Sludge. So he's about, what, 80? 80, 85, something like that. So Iron Hands cannot KO this from this range. And we take 37% from Earthquake. But we do outspeed the Corviknight. Do we take a Roaring Moon hit from this range? I guess that's my biggest question. Not if he's booster attack. So I think my best play is to Earthquake here. And put this in a really tough spot that really opens up the in-game for Raging Bolt, specifically. So I like that a lot. We're going to Earthquake. We're going to get a ton of damage off on this, if he does decide to give this to me. He's going to withdraw. He could go back into Corviknight. No, he goes into Azumarill. Okay. Okay. We're going to do like 33-ish% here. Ooh, that's so much damage. Not confident he can switch out again. He probably is about 15%, so he probably can. I mean, this is a really tough play. This is an extremely tough play. But I do think the best play is Skarmory. Because we can pivot into Raging Bolt if he goes for the Liquidation. I don't think we can go Raging Bolt raw on the potential play rough. I think the Liquidation does come out, but I do think this is our safer play. He definitely 2 KOs just after Rocks. Like, no doubt about it. He does Liquidate. Okay. So much damage, man. But now we can go Raging Bolt, take a lot of damage, but still take it, nonetheless. And we could just raw Dragon Tail here, which I think might be our best play. Unless he gets a spit up or defense drop, then I'll just Thunderbolt. Okay. I think raw Dragon Tail is our best play. That's what we're gonna go for. If he stays in and he wishes to sack this, I'd be a little surprised because this does still have Banded Jet. I do expect Clodsire to come in always. Which is why I'm playing hyper aggressive though, so if he stays in, like, I understand. He does not, he goes Clodsire. I can only assume he's gonna take another 6% on that, plus the Dragon Tail damage, which isn't gonna really be damage at all. So he's gonna be what? I don't know how to read that. He's gonna be 80%, I guess, a little under 80. And he's gonna Dragon Tail out. It's gonna be at like 65, it looks like. Okay, alright. Can we get that Azu back in here? Can we get that Azu back in here? Lycan Dusk. Okay. This is fine. This is actually not fine. It's actually not fine, because this forces a Tera on my Raging Bolt. However, Azu only has 1 switch in left, so that doesn't really matter, I guess. Yeah, this forces a Tera on my Raging Bolt, which is a little annoying. But I can Thunderbolt this. What's the safer play? Do I go Skarmory? No, I think I have, because Skarmory is so chipped, I think I have to Tera Thunderbolt. Unfortunately, I think he goes Clodsire. I think it's a pretty telegraph play into Clod. Unfortunately, I don't think I can make the hyper aggressive play again, because I've only been doing that this game. But I do think he realizes how important this Lycanroc is, and I don't think he can stay in here. Oh! Oh! Wait, we kill. If he's Life Orb, we kill this. Okay, alright. If he's Life Orb, we KO this, which would be so huge, because this Pokemon puts us in a blender. Please, man. And if not, he's in range of Rock, so it doesn't matter. We would just have to pick a sack, which I don't think would be Raging Bolt. Because Raging Bolt guaranteed beats Azu as long as we have Thunderclap. Good stuff right here. Swords Dance! Woo! So we don't pick a KO here on him. Ugh! Not quite. Not quite. So we always have Shoulder Day Quick Attack to take this out. At this point, it's just kind of deciding what our least valuable mon is. And it's probably Skarmory. Because the Celerock goes before Thunderclap, I'm almost positive. I think our least valuable Pokemon is Skarmory. We go Iron Boulder, we click a Celerock. I think it's the only play that we have, unfortunately. Or we click Quick Attack. I think it's the only play that we have. Look at Quick Attack throwing us in. Putting us in a good spot here. He should be out of range of switching back into Rocks. He looks like he's at 10%. He is going to Celerock here. Would that have even killed Raging Bolt? I don't know. Oh, he's Life Orb. He dies. Oh, let's go. Fantastic. So now what puts him in the worst position? Hands. Right? Or Boulder. Boulder puts him in a really bad spot. Unless he brings in... Actually, FROSLASS puts him in a really bad spot. That's what we're going to go for. We're going to go for FROSLASS. Because if he goes Corviknight, we can taunt, and I'm okay if FROSLASS goes down. If he goes Roaring Moon, we can also taunt just to prevent a Dragon Dance. If he goes Azu, we can Shard. If he goes Cloud, we can Ice Beam. So he is going to go into Roaring Moon here. So we see if this is Booster or not. If it's not Booster, I think it's going to be Weakness Policy again. Did it take Rocks? It might have just not taken Rocks outright. It does take Rocks. He's not going to be Booster. I do think he's going to be Weakness Policy. I mean, if I Shard and he's Dragon Dance, I lose the game. But if I Shard and he's not Dragon Dance, I go Boulder and I pick up the KO. I mean, I think I Ice Beam. I think Ice Beam's the best play that I have. Oh, we're faster. He's Adamant. Okay, Ice Beam's definitely the best play I have. He's going to be Weakness Policy. Ah! I'm sorry about that, man. Please thaw. No! Okay, very sorry about that. Because we were faster, we were okay, though. Guaranteed because of Boulder Quick Attack. Because that looks like it is guaranteed in range of Boulder Quick Attack. And also, if you click Dragon Dance, we could have sharded. I'm very sorry about that. That definitely sucks. I feel very bad for that. I feel extremely bad for that. I do still think that was the right play. It put him in range of whatever I needed to. If he Dragon Dance, Boulder Quick Attack took care of it. Or just Ice Shard from this took care of it. If he didn't Dragon Dance, Boulder outsped. I do feel very bad about that, though. We're going to Ice Beam, and if he goes into Corviknight, we're going to taunt, and we're going to prevent this from roosting, which I think is super important. And then we'll get a Spike Up to make Azu die on switch in. We're going to Ice Beam. We might even 2-hit KO this from this range, to be honest, because he doesn't look like he's Fizz Def. And if we taunt this, everything's in range of Boulder. I'm not confident enough that this kills to where I can Ice Beam again. We're going to taunt. We're going to go for the taunt. He can't roost again. I mean, is Ice Beam the better play? Maybe. I think getting the Spike Up to kill the Azu on switch-in's a little bit better. So that's what we're going to go for here. I mean, FROSLASS might be able to just do the game in from this point, to be honest with you. And if his Corviknight's not Iron Head, that freeze sucked a lot. There was definitely still a game there. That was definitely 1,000,000% still losable from our end. No doubt in my mind. I feel horrible about that. I do think we were very much so nearing the Iron Boulder endgame. Like, we were right there. But we would have had to get this Corviknight in a position like it's in right now. We get a Spike Up. Azu should die on switch in. If he Iron Heads and kills us, great. If he U-turns, great. Brave Birds, that shouldn't kill us. We should live very... Oh, not as well as I thought, but we do live. And we're going to Ice Beam, and we should take care of this Pokemon. And FROSLASS might be able to just do it outright, to be honest. A Pokemon that I almost didn't even bring might be able to clutch it up for us. We get Ice Beam off there. So sorry about the freeze, Leo. Man, that definitely changed the course of the game. Like I said, I still 1,000,000% believe that this was losable. Like, there's no way you can argue it wasn't losable. As long as Corviknight was still somewhat healthy, it was definitely still losable. I think this dies to Spike plus Rock. It has to, right? It has to. Yep, goodbye. Okay, cool. I think at this point, the game's wrapped up no matter what. If he goes Clodsire, we Ice Beam, we go Boulder, we Mighty Cleave twice, and we win the game. If he's not Max Spadaf, even if he is, it's a roll. It doesn't quite. Don't get the freeze. Okay. Alright, goodbye, FROSLASS. You did way more than you were supposed to in any situation. And then we go, let me just make sure, Max, Bold, Mighty Cleave KOs from this range. It does. We go into Big Shoulder Day, Big Boulder Shoulder. And we should pick up 2 here. Man, very sorry about that. Obviously, like, I hate a game ending like that, no matter what. We're gonna Mighty Cleave twice and win. I hate having hacks, especially in playoffs when the game was not already won. That game was definitely not decided. That freeze 1,000,000% sealed the game. I'm very sorry about that to Leo, man. And Boulder's gonna add another 2 to its tally. Good game to Leo, man. Check out all the other JJDL coaches down below. We are moving on to semifinals, which means we are going to play. Spoiler alert, click off if you do not want to hear who won the game between Star and Spider. I'm giving you guys ample time. Nobody can be mad at me. We are going to be playing. Here it comes. Don't get mad at me. We're playing Star. Very excited for that. The last time I played Star, I was super burned out on Pokemon. It might have been actually, I might have played him GBU. I don't remember. Last time I remember playing Star in playoffs, I was super burnt out, and he beat me with Trick Room Alakazam. So I'm not going to get embarrassed like that again. We're going to take it to him, and we're going to make finals in our own league in JJDL after we crush Star next week. But thank you guys so much for watching. So sorry, Leo. And for now, guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.